Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion that plays FTL. I got confused there for a second. I've been playing a lot of other stuff. But I'm excited today because we are going to bring it back to normal difficulty. So rather than playing on easy as I have been doing, we're going to go back up to normal. I'm excited, I'm scared, and I'm very interested to see how this works out for me. I think on our first run here, I'm going to use the Lanius Cruiser Type A. And this is something I'm a little wary of because I did absolutely god-awful. Let's rename this Good Effin' Luck. Effin' Luck. Hey, it actually works. I did god-awful with this, but as many people have told me, that's mostly because I was just an idiot about it, and I didn't use my Lanius crew members to actually fight invasions or fight boarding, which is the dumbest thing in the world because they actually suck oxygen out of the room. So using them to fight boarding is just a good idea in general, because they'll hurt invaders two different ways. Not that they necessarily are the most offensively potent enemies. That's a store already. Not that they're the most offensively potent alien race, I should say, but they can get it done in that respect. So we're playing on normal here. It's been a little while, so I am a little wary. What is our drone? We have so it's hacking. That is what our drone is. So I could hack them a little bit, but I don't think that's necessarily the smartest idea. We start with an ion stunner and a chain laser. What is the chain laser? Is that the one that fires? Okay, so it fires faster every single time that it charges up. Okay, I can deal with that. We've taken their weapons completely offline. We will just make sure that the ion stunner is able to continue doing what it does, and this should get easier as time goes on. Wait for the stunner to go. There's no reason to fire the laser just yet. There we go, and we'll go back on their weapons. Like so. And after this, I think I'll take a quick second to kind of think about the way that I want to handle the configuration of my ship. Because we are a Lanius ship, I'm just going to wait for the ion stunner to come in again, just so our chain laser is more or less guaranteed to do more damage. This should be a little bit of a more difficult run. Whatever. I certainly... Oh my god, are you serious? I certainly don't expect to, you know, get to Sector 8 and necessarily fight the flagship, especially given that I'm so unfamiliar with how this ship actually, you know, functions properly. There we go. That'll more or less take them out. That being said, I'm excited to get some new tries at this, because it has been a while. I don't know if I actually hit them there, if they just burned to death. That's interesting. Alright, so let's look at our ship quickly. I think the best thing for me to do, and you may disagree, but is to open all doors, and then open them again, open all the outside doors, and just close in... Oh, that was scary there for a second. Come on, pilot. You can live. We have emergency respirators, yeah, so we should be fine. So because our Lanius don't need oxygen, we can basically just board them, or keep our pilot boarded up in a room where he can still breathe. Offer your services? Sure. Oh, he says we're not properly equipped. We probably need like an anti-bio beam or something like that. Something that we can use to kill crew members. A teleporter maybe, for example. But yeah, I'm actually going to use a drone part here to hack them. In this way, our ship should theoretically be even more safe against invaders or against boarders. So what am I doing here? I'm firing on their shield area, and I'm doing so to hopefully keep them really, really weak against the asteroids that are coming in here. I've also completely taken out their weapons, which is important, because if I didn't completely take out their weapons, they theoretically could have hit me with like one ion, and that would have made me weak to asteroids as well. So I'm going to accept their offer here of surrender. They gave us a defense drone Mark II, which is the main reason I picked it up. If we get a drone control unit, that's great missile defense. Also got a little bit of scrap. I think we maybe got some fuel out of it. Maybe we even got a drone part. I can't quite remember, but I'm happy to have it. We can now pick up a second level of something. Well, here we are again, huh? Might want to pick up our second level of shields, but maybe that is just the 2 asteroid fields in a row talking. So again, I'm going to hack into their shields here and make them super weak to the asteroids that are coming in here. And if we hit their shields with an asteroid, I mean, not really we, is it? But if their shields get hit by an asteroid, that's even better for me, of course. Now, they have hit us. Luckily, they chose not to attack rooms that could actually hurt me very much, so that's wonderful. They're going to try to escape, and they have a beam weapon. That doesn't scare me too much, but if they time it appropriately, their beam and an asteroid could really take us out. So they've still been getting hit a little bit here. My chain laser is still active, which is the most important part of this whole shebang here. Let's see if we can hit their piloting system. Good. We've at least delayed their FTL for a little bit. Let's get our door system repaired and our weapon system repaired. Why didn't I hack their shields more? If we hack it more, one more asteroid could completely take them out. Come on. God, there's so many asteroids on this freaking level. Don't do me like this. There we go. So we did still manage to succeed there. Even though it was a little wonky, we haven't taken very much hull damage, so that's okay. What? Did I just get hit by? I got hit by an asteroid, which means we need to jump the fuck out of here ASAP. Otherwise, every single one of these asteroids is going to continue doing damage. Let's just hope one doesn't hit our engines. You know, our clone bay, it's a little bit scary, but that fire's gonna go out any second now. So we'll just... Our shields aren't even repaired yet, but we still gotta jump. We'll go to this distress beacon and kind of hope for the best. A little scary, though. Try to shield their ship with yours. Sure, I will do that, even though it gave us hull damage. Fires are not concerning to me at all, and we actually do have a brief respite here. So, yeah, that certainly could have gone better. I'm not sure there's like a siren party outside of my apartment right now. That's okay, you know, sometimes you gotta, everyone get together on the busiest street in town and test your sirens just to make sure they work. It's the same as the motorcycle parties that happen all the time where people get together and make sure their mufflers are still broken. We're gonna, do I sound bitter? No, not bitter at all. We're gonna attack the automated ship because it seems like the right thing to do. I like fighting ships without any weapons because it means that we can just use our ion stunner to take out their weapons and then the chain laser to take out their weapons, and we may take damage here. Oh, they were nice enough to miss. Hopefully our chain laser doesn't suffer the same fate. Okay, we've missed 3 shots in a row. That's kind of crazy. They managed to land a shot on our clone bay, which is something that I'm not really concerned about right now. But since they're, oh my god, what is their dodge chance? This is incredible. I mean, we could, like, I almost at this point want to hack their piloting system or something like that, because this is just too crazy. There we go. We finally managed to hit twice, and we will hack their piloting system now. And auto fire on engines. Oh my, not hack. We'll ion stunner their piloting system, and then auto attack on engines. There we go. Feeling a little bit better about this whole thing now. Might as well send our Lanius in there. By the way, did you know you can click and drag and send crew members places? Thank you to all the commenters who told me that. I appreciate that a great deal. I was always like, why do I have to individually select everybody? That was stupid of me. I think it's something that was recently added for the Advanced Edition, though. So I guess I have some... Do I have long-term scanners or something like that? Or long-range scanners or something like that? I didn't think so, but we'll try it out here. Okay, we got another ship that we need to fight here. I kind of feel like hacking their weapons is the smartest idea here. So we'll be able to hack, and we'll see how close these get to being charged up. And we'll try to hack right as they get to basically the very end with that missile launcher, which was pretty much where they were right there. If this gives us 1 extra shot that we can use on their weapons before they get a chance to fire. 1 miss, but we did take out their missile launcher, so that's the most important part of that endeavor right there. Our ion stunner missed as well. Is there any way we can get better targeting? Targeting appears to be a little bit of an issue right now. Alright, the stunner's going. It lands, so we go on weapons again. That is really, really good. And now if we can actually land our stunner on their weapons, we can stun that guy, and then he's never going to be able to put out that fire. Obviously, that's not how it's actually going to work here. There we go. We've killed him and started an incredible fire in the weapons room. That's going to be a real problem for them. Next thing we'll hit is shields for sure. And we'll do that. They probably have no pilot because they're repairing something, if I had to guess. That's a pretty terrible offer. With shields more or less completely out, we'll go on their piloting system here, and, well, they're going to be dead, aren't they? I'm actually amazed that their ship has managed to survive this long despite having a raging fire throughout it. So be it. Picked up 18 scrap, which takes us over 100, and yes, you know, I do want to upgrade our ship. I'm still playing on easy mode strat, where you basically just, sure, disable the defense system. That worked out really well. I'm still playing easy mode strat, where basically you just save as much scrap as possible, but I still think it's a good strat if you can make it work. Trade 2 fuel for 5 missiles. Bad deal. Okay, we're going to jump to the next sector, and the reason we're going to jump to the next sector right away is because this might allow us to find a store. If I could get a weapon pre-igniter or something like that early on, that would be amazing. I do not see a store, and that means it's time to get some extra upgrades. So, I think, in terms of upgrades, doors are like a must-have, basically, but I think second bar of shields would be nice, and then we basically have enough for nothing else. Yeah, not even the reactor power there that I need. So, we've got a little bit more work cut out for us here. Yes, there is a distress beacon, but we're going to go around it because there's more beacons over in this general area. You picked up a Lanius vessel. Let's investigate it. Let me see. The vessel appears to be dormant. It is likely there are Lanius on board, but they may be in hibernation. Let's send our Lanius crew member to plunder the ship. They gave us 3 missiles, 1 drone part, and 11 scrap. So we'll get 1 more bar of reactor power. That'll up our dodge chance a little bit. I want to get hacking up a little bit as well. I mean, that's pretty much a no-brainer. If that's our only defense against some kinds of weapons, it's important to have that. They're going to board us here, and this is something that I've been very excited to see. We're going to open all doors. This is something I'm very excited to see how they actually managed to make this work. They have a laser and a beam. That actually, like, weapon-wise doesn't scare me. Oh, of course they board in, like, the one room where they can actually cause problems for me. So I'm just going to... No, you get in here, and then I'll close the door behind you. I thought I picked up a second level of doors. Maybe I didn't because I was like, well, there's no point because we're going to fight them, or we're going to be able to stop them anyway from doing this. Anyway, we got 2 Lanius in there. That's going to suck the oxygen out super quickly. I'm pretty sure their weapons can't really do anything to me. Yeah, that's good news. Alright, so their shields are down. We are going to go crazy on their weapons just to make sure. Well, we hit them once. I wouldn't necessarily call that crazy, but what's done is done. I would say, Lanius, you can get back to your rooms of choice effectively, and then we'll wait for the oxygen to get back into that piloting area and send our pilot in there. Obviously, our dodge chance is way lower as a result of this, so be it. We're gonna wait. You know what? We should really go on shields instead of going on their weapons, because their weapons can't actually hurt us, whereas if we take out their shields, we can hurt them more effectively. It just seems like kind of a no-brainer to me. We should power up our clone bay before we leave as well. I don't believe we get the heal bonus if the clone bay is not active. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, and I believe that you will. On that Mantis Cruiser episode where I ended up losing, the comments were just vitriolic, and I totally understand because they're like, hey, if you just like did something else, you would have been totally fine. And I didn't do something else, and that ended up killing me, so I respect that. I understand that. That being said, I do appreciate the civil and constructive comments as well as I try to get a little bit better at FTL. Which would be nice because I still have yet to beat this game on normal. It's easy for me to get cocky with relative recent success, or recent relative success, but it is worth noting I still am in the same position as when I started this series, have never beaten the game on normal, so we're just gonna keep jumping here. Beating it on easy many a time, probably like 50% of the time that I play it on easy now. We can trade 5 missiles for 25 scrap, which honestly is a pretty good deal, but let's ask for an alternative trade. 3 drone parts for 28 scrap. I guess that's technically a little bit better, although I need the drone parts more. Sure, I mean, I guess I'm thankful for that. Could be better, could be worse. We got an ion pulse here, which is very scary. And they're gonna hack us, so we might as well just preemptively hack them as well. And I think it's the smartest idea to take out their weapons, because their shields, okay, they've hacked our hacking unit. That was a really smart idea on their part, but we can still get them here. They're gonna be able to tear through our shields so easily. So they're about to have weapons fully charged, so we just hacked those. Then we're gonna hack the shields. The ion pulse is gonna disable shields, so I don't want to fire on shields. What I want to do is wait for the ion pulse, which just happened. Both of our shields are completely down. Then we go buck wild on weapons, and they managed to hit us as well. But we, you know, Ion Stunner can now go on, maybe even Ion Stunner go on hacking, and we'll just get Chain Laser to stay on weapons. Because these Ion Pulses are going to be very effective for me in stopping them from doing damage to us. So they've actually taken our weapons offline, so I'm gonna accept their surrender offer. And I'm accepting it basically just so I don't have to deal with this bullshit encounter anymore. And I think it's a smart idea. I'm already seeing our hull is obviously in a bit of a wonky place right now. That's okay, we're below 50% health. We should still be fine for now. Lanius crew try to contact the ship, sure. They're a store. Interesting. We don't, I mean, we could sell the defense drone, but I don't want to do that. I need to buy a little fuel, and I need to fix up a little bit. So we have 50 scrap. We could buy another Lanius crew member, who is not really good at anything, neither are any of them. So I don't think we're going to buy anything else here, so I think I'm just going to heal up a little bit, and we'll get an extra bar of reactor power that'll allow us to get our dodge chance up a little bit. And there we go. Good to go. Not really, you know, lighting the world on fire with our performance so far, but we're alive and relatively healthy. Second bar of shields. Free scrap is always nice. And if we can just survive till the point where we start getting, let's attack the Lanius ship here. If we can just survive to the point where we start getting huge scrap rewards, that's really what I'm interested in. So we're gonna hack their weapons here. This strikes me as a very important thing to do, just to make sure that we're actually, you know, we have some semblance of missile defense. So we wait until they get nearly charged, and then we hack them down. We should pick up more bars of hacking power as soon as we get the opportunity to. Come on. Alright, that worked out very, very well for me. Ion Stunner we're going to send on shields, And we will probably then fire our next chain laser on shields as well, because it doesn't look like they're repairing here. They can't get in because of the doors, I suppose. So by taking their shields completely out, that's going to make my life way easier. We can now send Ion Stunner on piloting system or something like that. Hack their weapons again. Why not, right? And their shields are completely gone. Piloting system's going to be completely out. Might as well go on engines just in case they get the bright idea to escape. And their lives are over. Whenever we hack, we seem to be relatively strong here. There's another store, but we can't really get to the exit viably if we take that direction, so I think we will just continue moving on here. More dodge chance and more hacking power is my number one priority from this point. They have a beam drone and an ion weapon. Forgive me if I'm not super scared, but I really don't think, unless that's a super heavy ion, that they're going to have much chance at all of affecting us here. Yeah, they only do 1 ion damage. Unfortunately, our ion stunner missed. We're going to fire on weapons quickly just to see if... Good. They can't take down 2 bars of ion power. So I didn't need to fire on weapons right away necessarily, but so be it. What's done is done. Chain laser will now fire on shields. I think you know the drill by this point. And we might as well go on drone control, piloting. Actually, let's mix these up. We'll send ion stunner on piloting and chain laser on drone control. There we go. Their ship is, well, if you're going to miss on something, I don't mind missing on pilot for now. Basically, they're totally screwed. So... another 3 hits will finish them off here. Eventually, we will need more weapon power, but that time is not right now. We are still stronger than these Sector 2 enemies that we're facing. Feels good, man. And 21 scrap is something there. Not necessarily amazing, but not necessarily terrible either. Should be able to get some extra dodge chance at the end of this level. Okay, so this is... we can give them 50 scrap for a weapon, 45 scrap for an augmentation, 40 scrap for a drone schematic, or offer to help in the process. I'm very tempted to just get an augmentation for 45 scrap. Could be amazing, could be terrible. But why don't we get our Lanius crew member to help in the process? And then it becomes a little cheaper, so we can pay 35 scrap for an augmentation. And that was emergency respirators, which we already have. But then we got 25 scrap. Oh no, we got 25 scrap because of that. So we basically lost 10 scrap for that. That's actually okay. I don't really mind that. At least we learned what happens here. If you have a Lanius crew member, you can get whatever you want. 10 cheaper. So actually, I'm going to send 1 Lanius member into the door room here. We're going to maybe put our human man inside of the hacking unit here. And 1 Lanius crew member is going to get in the door room just so that these guys are going to be stuck there a little bit longer. And you know what? We'll take... You know, why don't we just actually fight you like this? Our 1 Lanius crew member might nearly die here, but keep in mind we do have a clone base, so we can use them as kind of like, you know, kamikaze style, basically like suicide type deals here. I don't know if this is actually working out very nicely for me. Come on, Lanius crew member, you can get out of there, man. I'd rather not have them die, because I believe if they die, I do... Oh, come on, man. Where's our other crew member? Williams, are you still in there? I believe if they do die, they lose their skills, so you should actually just get back in here. Maybe that's not true, though. Can I mouse over the clone bay? Automatically clones any dead crew member. I don't know if that's what I think it is, though. If that makes sense. We'll see. We should have some safe jumps because we're going to an exit here. We'll see. The 8 or 12 HP per jump is not that amazing, I guess. Let's sell 15 missiles for 45 scrap. We're going to double down. And that's going to take us to 122 scrap, which again puts us in the perfect position to buy something from a store on the next floor, if possible. And there's no store nearby, so we're going to upgrade again. I think it's smart to get another level of hacking, and then we can get 1 more level of dodge, basically, as a result of that. Yeah, we might want to upgrade our clone bay if we're going to keep doing what we're doing here. That's what I'm thinking. We definitely want to upgrade our doors at some point. Of course, now that I've sold all of my missiles, we got the Pegasus missile. Pegasus missile is really good. We're gonna get our doors upgraded in here, just so we can trap enemies in rooms where they don't necessarily want to be. And please tell me we don't get boarded right away here. They do have a teleporter. I think we're gonna get boarded right away. I'm gonna actually send my hacking unit onto their shields. Now the real question is, where are they going to board? And they're gonna board in this room. So for now, we can basically just keep this 1 mantis trapped in here. And our Lanius crew members, if possible, I would prefer not to have them fight. So we're just going to close all these so he's totally trapped. We're going to hack the shields now. And this should give me a... Oh, that was really scary. This should give me a really good chance to use the ion stunner on maybe the weapons. Like, you know what? Yeah, let's ion stunner the shields because they're going to come off again in a second. And there we go. We've hit their weapons at least. So they only have a beam left. And they've teleported their man back onto the ship, so we don't even need to close all the doors. We will send both of our Lanius crew members in here, though, to repair ASAP. And we'll send our ion stunner on the shields again. If it hits 1 bar, that's all we need, in theory, as long as we just don't miss, which we didn't, which is very nice. All right, everyone get back to your rooms of choice here. And we're about to be able to hack again, which is great. They've teleported on board again. This time they took an NG. That was a silly idea. I would not recommend that if I were in your position. So we're going to hack this 1 bar of shields, and there we go. Now we're going to go on the shield system because they have a mantis in there repairing it. That mantis is now deceased. I would say that's pretty good for business. Chain lasers ready to go again. Let's send it on their clone base so they can't bring anybody back. Ion stunner going on shields again. And now let's go on their oxygen room, and it's possible we might actually be able to kill this ship without actually killing it, if you know what I mean. So the ion stunner is going to go again. I don't know, man. The thing that I like about this is that their NG's like, he's back here and he's trying to get into the oxygen room, but he can't. Because we've hacked the system here. So I'm going to see if maybe we can't just keep the oxygen out long enough for him to die. They may have like emergency respirators or something. And if they bring shields back, we'll just kill them. But for now, if he's stunned and there's no oxygen on the ship, that seems like a really good deal to me. So I'm just going to keep stunning them and maybe we can get more scrap as a result of this. How is his health still at 10? Like, he's not a robotic NG. This makes no sense to me. He should have no oxygen. Am I missing something like exceptionally obvious here? We can hack the shields again. I don't know what that's going to do. Can he still repair during the hack? I doubt it. He's still alive with the same amount of health. There must be like emergency respirators or something going on here. Maybe because the door is broken. We're just gonna kill them. Maybe because the door is broken, he actually just doesn't get deoxygenated in the shield room. That seems kind of crazy to me, though. Whatever, Notch, more power to you, man. You have found a way to live eternally, except you're not immune to explosions. So that kind of sucks for you. If I made some kind of terrible mistake there, then I apologize. Please let me know what it is in the comments so I can improve in the future. For now, we'll continue jumping. Might not be the worst idea to get more clones, because again, every time I get boarded, it's life and death. Clone Bay upgrade is 35 plus another 25 for the reactor power. We get double the HP per jump, and it clones way faster. And you know, I would almost love to get a teleportation device and treat this as like, again, we're basically like suiciding our troops into their ship, and they clone again in like 7 seconds, and we can just send them again. It seems like kind of a cool way to play the game. They do not have a teleporter here, so let's think about this. We are also low on fuel, which scares the shit out of me. I always think hacking weapons is great when they have a missile unit and we don't have great missile defense. Let's see if they actually manage to shoot down our hacking drone with their defense drone. They do, so we're gonna have to come up with some better way to deal with that. Shoot our ion stunner in here. Their missiles are gonna fire, usually at the same speed as the ion stunner, a little bit faster actually. And they landed on oxygen, which we'll just send one Lanius in here to repair. I guess our ion stunner missed. I really want to hit drones. Please both hit. Good. Is their defense drone still active? Yes, but their other drone is not. Honestly, I would have preferred if their defense drone went out. So now our weapons are hurt. Oxygen's not quite repaired yet. All we really need to be active is the chain laser. Because if the chain laser's active, I guess we have to hit weapons first, even though it would be nice to hack the drone. They've missed with their missile too, which took their missile offline, and now everything's repaired. Everyone get back to base here. Ion stunners start powering up again. Chain laser now is going to go on their drone. Oh, come on. Their shield came back up at like the last possible opportunity. So the stunner's going to go. It lands. We hit drones. That's very useful. We may not need to hack. I'm thinking about it right now. With 2 bars of shields, they can't actually hurt us. But now that their defense drone is offline, we could hack them if we wanted to, which is where I want to be. So I actually am going to hack their weapons. And I'm going to do so that they can't get a missile out there. And we'll wait until that's nearly fully charged. You know the drill. It is nearly fully charged, so we'll hit that. We'll also chain laser the piloting system so they can't get away. And you know what? Let's ion stun our weapons quickly, just in case they try to get another shot in there. After the cooldown's over. Fantastic. This should kill them. Bad surrender offer. Not nearly good enough. Hopefully we can get more fuel from the wreckage here. We got 2 fuel, which is some. Not enough necessarily, but some. And we did okay there, I would say. Intruders on board immediately. 2 mantises. Again, I kind of feel like they're just not going to have a good time with the situation. Oh, they managed to sneak in there. Much to my chagrin. Oh, that should do it like this. There we go. Keep the rooms deoxygenated. And then when they break through, we'll close the door behind them. And they're going to try to break into the oxygen room. That's so normal. Like, everybody tries to break into the oxygen room and shit starts going south. But they're going to be dead long before they can actually accomplish anything here. We will open all doors again. And again, and then close these ones. Just so our pilot doesn't get hurt. So we're still jumping here, mostly being a little bit aggressive in our jumps because I want to find stores along the way. Okay. We can offer up a mantis in exchange for the bounty, or maybe get a mantis and fight the NG ship. I'm going to offer up the mantis in exchange for a bounty. I am happy with our crew as they are, and I could always use more scrap. Really, I don't want to have to micromanage, oh, that's a scary ship. I don't want to have to micromanage our crew as they are right now. So they've boarded us, or they will board us, I should say. And what we're going to do is the same thing we often do, and we're going to send Lanius in here to the piloting room, and our human is going to come into the door room just to make things a little bit harder here. We'll still have the dodge chance. We can hack their weapons when they get fairly close to firing. I wonder if they're going to fire when they get to 2 lasers. That's an interesting question. Yes, they are. So we're going to hack just to stop that beam, but that could have been done more effectively. Let's close these doors around this mantis so he's in a bad place. There we go. That's the position we want him to be in. And with the stunner having gone already, we're going to fire on their weapons. Oh, we missed, unfortunately. They're going to have 2 bars of shields, but that's not that big of a problem. Just wait it out here for a second. They are going to be able to shoot again soon, and our hack is not even close to being ready. Wait for the stunner. Stunner's gonna hit, which is important. Then we go on weapons again. There we go. Took out one of their weapons. Oh, man, that mantis looking pretty juicy. Let's give it a second here, because we are going to be able to hack weapons in a second. Do that, so their beam doesn't get a chance. Then chain laser. Fuck that. That mantis lived? Or did that mantis maybe died and another one came to take his place? I'm not sure. Next chain laser goes on shield, so we can start getting some extra momentum in this fight. I don't know how they're able to break down these doors so quickly. I'm actually kind of impressed, to be honest with you. There we go. We're going to go on shields again. And now it is open season. I can't believe that they actually have more shield power. But it is open season. Did that fire? Fired on shields. They're going to teleport onto our oxygen room. Best of luck to you, NG, my friend. We're going to go in on their oxygen room. Why send an NG to do it when you could just send a laser to do it? That's always been my hypothesis on things. Now, I don't know if is that outside or is that an FTL, that awful beeping sound? I think it's outside. I hope it's outside anyway. Do I? I don't know. We're very low on resources here, I'll admit. We need more fuel and more drone parts. More missiles wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Are you serious? There's just no store here. What that does mean is that I'm going to be very quick about getting to the exit on this floor. Inquire about their specialty. They'll upgrade oxygen for 19 scrap. Sure, why not? We could use that. Maybe that'll give us some fail-safe against the Lanius here. We're going to go to the rock-controlled system, and we're doing this because we need fuel desperately. Please tell me there's a store nearby. Well, we're going to jump over here, and we're going to have to use our distress beacon, unless we get fuel from this. We can get a crew member. Normally, 41 scrap for a crew member who's a good piloting and shield person would be a great deal, but we have to attack them because I need to, oh man, they have 3 bars of shields. I have to attack them because we need to get fuel. There's no other option. In a way, I'm happy about it because it creates a very easy decision to make. So we've gone in on their shields here. We're going to hack the shit out of them. You can take out 2 bars. I know you can take out 2 bars. There we go. They have, I don't know what weapon that is, but I'm going to hit their shield room. It's not a glaive beam, so they can't get through our shields completely. That's the only thing that really matters there. They can't repair their shields anymore because of the ion stunner, so we're just going to launch a quick chain laser on them, and hopefully that didn't hit, but it's keeping them stunned. And as long as we can keep their weapons kind of out of sync with one another, we're fine. So they've sent another person in here. Good. Did not miss. Chain laser can then go, and that's a very important hit that also stunned the crew. We did hack their shields as well, so you know what? Let's get that hack done. And that'll allow us to use Ion Stunner on weapons, which just happened. And then, oh, it missed. We'll take out their own weapons then, like so, because they actually took out our weapons. Fair play. So we'll get that repaired ASAP. They're still in a worse position than we are. Get that ion stunner up as soon as possible. Very much as soon as... Thank you. We could still hack them pretty soon, so I'm not worried about our position right now. We also took their laser offline for a little while. So here comes the stunner. And in addition to that, here comes the hack. The stunner missed. The hack did not. They're going to try to escape. Ooh, that's bad for business. That is not going to kill them, but certainly they're not too stoked about being inside of that room right now. And I don't necessarily blame them, as we have just killed a Zoltan. The rock crew member may or may not have a good opportunity to get out. Looks like he did. More power to him. Let's go on weapons briefly. We missed with one of those shots. That sucks pretty hard, but that's fine. We'll get the stunner to land again. Oh, it missed, which means we'll just wait for the hack at this point. So, we hacked them. Shields are going to go completely down. And, oh, they got away. I didn't even know that they were trying to jump. So, we'll turn our distress beacon on, and we will wait. And we have a ship that we have to deal with again, and we're using a lot of drone parts to ensure that we survive these situations. I really messed up against that last enemy ship. You won't hear me denying that. That was poor effort on my part. So, we've hacked their shields. They're going to beam us in a second here. No, they're not. Okay. So, our chain laser's about to be able to fire, so we just hack through their system. I think we go for shields first, just so that we're in a better position in the future. And then we can launch Ion Stunner at their shields, and when it lands, it'll stop them from repairing, which is the most important part, and we'll just make sure that... Oh, these doors should be open. Like so. We'll just make... Oh, you know what? In fact, you should just be back here for now. I didn't send people back to their original rooms after we had that little debacle earlier, so you just walk back here. It'll hurt a little bit, but that's okay. The stunner's gonna go, and we'll go on weapons again, just because their shields don't really get a chance to come back anyway, due to the stunner. So we're just gonna hack shields again, and that missed, so we'll attack them because they're trying to repair. They might actually be able to get another bar of shields active here, which scares me a little bit. But, hey, one hit is not really good enough. Let's open these doors again, just so that we're clear on how this is supposed to go. At least we're killing these crew members who are trapped in here. Especially with the hacking, they are probably all going to burn to death in that fire now. Nasty way to go, but so be it. Especially when there's no oxygen on the other side of that wall. Major apologies for that. The real question is, where's their last remaining unit? Oh, he's trying to... We can probably kill their ship without killing their crew here. I'm thinking. Like, this human crew member is going to die here. Oh, they made it out! Okay, well, we'll just kill them so that we don't have the same situation we had before, where they escape and we lose. Fuel? 3 fuel, 34 scrap, not so bad. Now, there's still no store nearby, so I am going to take this opportunity to upgrade a little bit. I think that we should upgrade dodge chance a little bit more. And then we'll save the rest of our scrap to buy fuel, repair hull, and I am hoping to get that 3rd bar of shields up as soon as possible. And we're still jumping very aggressively because I want to make sure that I can actually get to another store if there is one. Oh, 5 damage to our hull. That's actually, could be worse. Could be a lot better, of course, but could be worse as well. Hopefully these Lanius get half-decent at repairs sometime soon because, as of right now, this is not necessarily working out fantastically for me. It takes like 20 minutes for repairs to happen. 30% passive dodge chance is pretty solid, though. We got 1 fuel now. Please tell me that... Yeah, either we get combat where we can earn fuel. They have a teleporter as well, which scares me a little bit. I need to buy drone parts, too. Man, this is becoming a very expensive ship to run at peak efficiency. So they've sent a Rockman in here. That's going to be bad for them because he's a real slow dude. And we've hacked their shields, so let's finish the job and take their shields completely offline. This will give us a chance to send an ion stunner on their weapons. And because we've stunned their weapons... I'm gonna go on their weapons because something changed in the midst of that. My weapons actually went offline due to some ion damage as well as a really well-placed laser. So they've teleported their person off board. That makes sense. Chain laser and ion stunner are gonna get back to business here. This is a scary ship to be fighting. We could find ourselves dying here. I certainly hope that's not the case, but could happen. So we're gonna go on the shields again. Their Rockman's in a very difficult position here. And what should we chain laser? They've still got some damage on their weapons, so I decided to chain laser the shields here, just in the hopes that it'll allow us to maybe kill this rock man with our next attack. They don't have a clone bay or anything, and they're stunned in there, so this is where we'll go. We did kill one of them, and the other one's now trying to fix it. And he's stunned, so we'll continue hitting the shields, because again, if we can kill the crew without actually killing the ship, that would be ideal. I don't actually think it's possible at this point, but... I mean, it's possible if we did it by way of oxygen instead of by way of lasers, but... you know, this is working out totally. Oh, they have a clone bay anyway, whatever. Alright, so they want to surrender, and because they're giving us fuel, I'm going to accept the surrender offer. But we're still jumping, we're not upgrading yet, because I want to get as many upgrades as is possible from a store, if we can. I'm going to ignore the station, and... shit, man, it looks like this is probably not a store, but we've got to check, even though it's going to cost us a lot of fuel. So we're attacking the surviving mantis ship here. Do you see this? Obviously, we have to go on... shit. Obviously, we have to go on... Here's what I'm thinking. Get our Pegasus missile up. Hack their weapon system. They don't have a... they do have a teleporter. Oh, that's actually a good thing, because we can kill their crew more easily that way. So they're going to come in this way. And, our pilot might be in for a rough time here. But my thinking is that these missiles... we're going to die if we get hit by them. So let's just wait until they all get very close, which is what just happened. And this mantis should be fucked. And then we'll fire a Pegasus missile. It should fire 2 missiles. Yep. If it hits, we're in the clear. So now they only have a laser. Now we depower the Pegasus, go back to chain and ion stunner. I think this was a smart decision. Their one laser's obviously not going to be able to do anything. Now, how do we do this? We still have to, like... We may have to, like, rehack their shields, actually. I don't know how I can... oh, you know what we can do? We can chain laser in just a second here. Pray that both hit. They did. And then stunner again. That stunner still keeps them at 2 bars. I don't think there's any way for us to actually get through without hacking their shields here. Well, when their weapons come out online again, we'll start hacking them, but I guess we just got to go back to the Pegasus missile for now. And we'll send a Pegasus missile into their shields. So we'll wait until they're... but then we have to use another Pegasus missile on their weapons because they're coming back online here. Oh, there we go. They almost got a chance to fire it there. No such luck. So we're going to Pegasus their weapons again, and then we're going to Pegasus their shields, and that'll be the last opportunities that we have to actually use missiles. So let's hope that this actually works out. Otherwise, we're in a bit of a wild position here. This may actually just kill them with missiles, which is not the way that I wanted to do this. Oh, you know what? It only costs 1 missile to fire 2 Pegasus. That's actually a great deal for me. So they're going to fire a missile. They're dead. This could still hit us. It did. Hurt our shields. No big deal. We did get some fuel at least. Let's get this stuff repaired. And I'm not really optimistic about our chances. That being said, we are still alive here. And alive with an unfamiliar ship is better than dead with a familiar ship. Oh my god, there's a store. So we can actually do this. Need fuel, need to repair. Would be nice to buy a weapon as well or something. They have a second page. They have a drone control unit, which I think is actually something that we need to pick up. The weapons are kind of not great for me. I think we need a drone control unit for the defense drone. So we bought that. Then we're going to sell our 2 defense drone level 1s. That was almost a terrible mistake. So that'll give us another 50 scrap. Then, can we buy anything? Zoltan shield bypass. Reverse ion field is pretty useful. Distraction buoys. We could buy a mind control unit. I don't think we can afford to do that, really. So I'm just going to fix up as much as I feel comfortable with. Then do we want to buy something else? I don't think so. But we may want to sell our Pegasus missile, even though it did just save our lives. And then... so this is 3 power. A Burst Laser Mark II is... Our Burst Laser Mark I is 2 power, and it costs 50. Hull Beam... I think... I mean, let me think about this for a second. It might be in our best interest to buy a crew teleporter. As mentioned, I think that'd be really cool. Let's try this out. If nothing else, so we're gonna sell Pegasus. Sorry, Pegasus. If enemies have 3 bars of shields, we're fucked. Except now we can teleport on board and mess with them. So yeah, there's our crew teleporter. So I'm thinking we put our Lanius members in here. So how do I figure that this is gonna work out for the most part? Well, we need more reactor power. That's for damn sure. Depower this a little bit. We need more reactor power, yes, but I'm thinking we teleport our Lanius on board into the same room that we hack, just to completely take out the oxygen so that it's impossible to repair it in the future. Let's check and see if this works. Our clone bay is still only level 1. Our teleporter is still only level 1. Well, whatever. We finished this sector at the very least. It's a pretty bare-bones ship. We're spread pretty thin, but we'll jump, and next sector is going to be Sector 5, so we're going to jump to it, and then I will end the episode. I'm not sure how much longer Part 2 is going to be, because this is not looking like it's going to be so good, but as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're going to try a little bit of a novel playstyle in the next one. If you did enjoy the episode, click the like button. Your support on the series has been incredible, and it means the world to me, and is one of the reasons I'm so enthusiastic about still playing. That and the fact that FTL is just an amazing game. But yeah, Part 2 will be linked in the video description below. I hope to see you over there, and thanks for watching.